Mathan, what's your view on the Audinate result?
Yeah, look, we've all loved it, right? It's in the top two.
Yep.
I mean, for me, Altium and Audinate are the top two platform techs.
Yep.
Am I surprised that they've done well? No. It's just a matter of where we are in the cycle for the techs and what market was paying for it.
Yep.
Market got overly excited, then overly pessimistic, and we're seeing a bit of a bounce. I think I still look at the overall tech space and say, look, there's still probably downside risk. But look, they're a great business model. What I loved about it is the fact that this comes into the play of reopening cycle. It's a delayed reopening cycle play for them. They've got supply side issues. Despite all of that, they've done well. So that's a positive side of it. And I think it holds up well. Look, I'm a fan. I just think the market in this cycle, I can't, I'm just telling myself, the numbers are telling me to don't do it, to jump into techs. That's the only reason. Otherwise, you're looking at Altium and Audinate and saying, look, they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing well. Yep. It's just the market where it is. But apart from that, I think they've done really well for the macro where it is.
Yep. Still, any worries for you? Aidan was talking about the chip shortage there.
And I don't think those things are going to go away.
Right.
I think people saying that the supply chain problems are going to disappear in the next few months, delusional. Right. I think these things will take a long time. So you need to be as good as they are to be able to manage that. And I think, that's a great result despite those kind of things. So I think this will dissipate over the next 12 months, 18 months. Yep. But it's going to be a slow process to get through these supply chain problems. And I think that could get worse.
All right. Gaurav?
Yeah, look, Audinate still holds the record, an intelligent investor, for the fastest idea that's gone from germination to being a buy and then in the funds. Right. No stock has ever gotten that fast as quickly as Audinate has. And it's because I think the idea is just so compelling. We've spoken about it a lot. It's a monopoly in the making. They've absolutely crushed the competition and they continue to crush it. As good as the industry numbers look, and I think now they're sort of 12 times, they're in 12 times as many devices as the competitor. Yeah. If you look at the number of new devices coming out with their protocol, the competition is basically non-existent. And
so it's got a monopoly on it.
It's got a monopoly. This is one of the strongest businesses you can find, I think. And I'm happy to buy it. And I hear what Mathan's saying about all the macro, and I know it sounds scary, and the share price hasn't gone down as much as I would have liked.
No.
But I still think this
doesn't help when it bounces $1 today, right?
Yeah, I was hoping to pick this up a lot cheaper, and it just hasn't been the case. But I still think this is a very strong business with a very strong future.
Right.
And I would still be, if you don't have any, I would still take a nibble today, even at this price.
Right.
I think you do the numbers out and consider how large and profitable this business could be, and it's still compelling.
Yeah.
I mean, semiconductor sales have been dropping for a number of months, so we've kind of expected a slowdown in the techs to come through, which happened. But it just shows how good Altium and Audinate are. Yeah. That in a macro that's weakening, they're still doing well.
Yep.
So you can only imagine when things finally click out and then you hit full gear, these things will run, and they will have a very good. The thing is, this is a good time to build a market share in a tough market. So they're grinding out that. So on the other side, they'll be doing really well.
It's been frustrating.
So still a hold for you, or?
Yeah, I mean, it was a trade between those two. I remember when it got to $10, I had to argue to get it out because I thought the numbers matched it. And you go look at now and say, look, it's bounced back, but it was the right decision at that time. I still think it'll come off a bit more. Yeah. But I think over the long term, those two stocks, I just can't. I can't tell anyone to say sell.
Yeah,
it's just a bad word, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would take some profit just because that's the way my numbers play. But yeah, it's a great stock.